Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Beorning. And now let's see what Chief Watcher Grimbriar has for us now.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Now listen here. I am not going to invite the aid of those rangers out of the wild. The men of Bree are capable of defending their own lands from the threats they face, and we will not rely on strange folk for assistance, especially ones that could turn themselves into bears and the like. You haven't seen any of those, have you? Anyway, this information speaks of the captain who led the raid on Dogwood's farm and his current location. We have a chance to strike a telling blow against these brigands and find out more about them. It appears that the leader established a camp within a thick copse of trees behind the knoll to the west. The knoll in question is to the south of Dogwood's farm. Let us strike this blow for the men of Breeland. So let's collect the notes. In this quest here. So let's head on our way. Preferably without, well, alright. Trying not to interfere with that bear, and look what it got me. Well, let's go this way then. Yeah, that stream can be tricky. I keep on forgetting where the real fordable places are. There are some fordable places there. Alright, here we go. Now we can get these people. And this is the copse of trees he was speaking of earlier. Yeah, alright, here we go. Alright, now. Hello. Just your friendly bear. Oh, you are. Whap! There you go. Now we can return with this. And take care of that. That was a really quick one. Now back to the other side where we will... Actually, how about this? Yeah, it's how to stay. Hop over the rocks. I wouldn't recommend doing that with a real horse, though. I'm sure they would slip attempting to do that.
What can I do for you?
We have them now. This information proves that this sharky fellow is intent on establishing a strong foothold in Breeland. It also tells us of their largest encampment outside the Vale of Andrath, and a place west of here that they call the Brigand's Watch. The brigand captain there passes orders out to his lieutenants that come directly from Sharky. If we can get those notes. Oh. Sharky has ordered that we all immediately step up our activities around Bree. No trader must move without payment off to our people, and all the farmers must give us all the food we need. Forget about guards and garrisons. They are nothing to us anymore. Let the constables huddle in Bree and Archet so long as we own the roads and fields. Andrath is already ours. We will soon have all the land between here and the encampment of Brigand's Watch. Soon we'll have all of Breeland in flames. Oh, and there's one more thing. The boss is interested in some hobbit named Baggins. Certain writers have been sniffing around asking for that name, and you should look for it too. If you find any hobbit named Baggins, let me know at once. Alright. Looks like everybody's looking for hobbits named Baggins. Alright, we won't worry about that quest yet, because we have other quests that will be taking us to Brigand's Watch. What I want to do is to head out to Thornley's, where we will speak with the smiths. Alright, there's only one with a quest in Thornley's that I know of. the one that we need, because the rest with the quest rings that are the false leads are all in Bree. And here he is. Hello.
Greetings.
Oh, what? Stolen sword? Stolen from a dwarf? I don't know what you're talking about. Please go away. I don't have. Well, okay, yes, I took it. Please don't tell the constable, please. I did it to save my family. See, a brigand named Nate, he told me that he would hurt my family unless I made a sword for their Captain Blake. But I didn't have the iron to forge one, and I was desperate to save my family, so I took the dwarf sword. Well, Nate said that before he gave the sword to Blake, he was going to test the blade against the workers at the site of Thornley's silo, just before the graveyard and the boar hollow. If you find any of them, maybe you can convince him to return Lofar's sword and leave my family alone. What do you say?
Would you do something for me?
Oh, now I want to set matters right. I do. Yes. Maybe you can help me do that. Yes. Could you see about that sword, please? Yes. Oh, and there's this thing called Hobnattigans happening up at the north. No thanks. You hit chickens with clubs? Weird people. Hitting chickens with clubs. Well, strange sports here in Breeland. But I suppose, well, okay, now where's this graveyard he was talking about? And, well, here's a body, and it's like a brigand with a broken sword. It looks like that Nate fellow. Well, right. Well, let's see. Well, there's a hollow. There's some boars down there. It looks like the grave. Yeah, I guess that must be Nate. Well, that's not going to be very good. I'm sure he doesn't mind Nate being dead, but he would much rather have an intact sword, I'm sure. But it looks like it's not to be, so let us see what this... Hopefully there are enough pieces for him to reforge it. Hello.
What do you need?
What? The blade broke and Nate is dead? Oh, this is bad. Very, very bad. What if Blake comes along looking for a sword? I won't have one to give him, and they'll do something terrible to my family. I need a sword to give to him. If only I had another blade to give... Wait. You think the Lothar would make me another if you explained the situation to him? If my family's in danger, could you please ask him? He wants me to ask the sword... They asked the dwarf they stole the sword from if he would make another sword for him, so... Yeah, right. I'm sure this is going to end really, really well. Yeah, really well. Okay, now, how does one explain this to this dwarf? Oh. Always put off what you don't want to do, right?
Could I speak with you a moment?
If you're going to the heart of Brigands encampment here in Breeland, can you search for goods that they have stolen? Yeah, I'll search for the goods. Alright, well, here are the remains of your sword. Unfortunately, the person who stole it was doing... Well, it's a long story.
This is unthinkable.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Another blade? He cannot be serious. I'm already behind on other work, and now I must forge a new blade for Chief Watcher Grimbrier. Time is precious. Don't give it away for nothing, my father used to... Actually, my father lost I lost my father to brigands a few years back. Wouldn't wish that on anyone. Oh, give me the hilt. That must be going soft. I'll do it to keep his family safe, but he's going to have to do something in exchange.
By Doran's beard, won't you give me even a moment?
Now I'll help that Keaton Thistleway by forging another sword, but with two conditions. First is that if the brigand doesn't come around looking for the sword, I get it back. Second, Thistleway gives me a hand and does some of the simpler work that I've been piling up here while I forged a new blade. Here, take these things over to him to work on. The axe needs a new haft, the bellows needs new leather, and the helm needs to be reshaped and reinforced. Take that over to Kenton and tell him that if he gets it done, then I'm happy with the work. We'll call it even for the two swords. Alright. Well, I suppose that is a reasonably good bargain. Or at least on Thistleway's side. And we'll see what it gets here. Alright, so now, let's see. Not sure which is going on. Alright, here we go. Alright. He'll do it if you fix these things.
How can I be of service?
Of course I'll do this work for the dwarf. Here, let me see what he sent. All these can be easily repaired, but I don't have the materials to do it. I did ask this, but could you gather them for me? Yes. Let's see, for the helm, I need Foreman Rosethorn over there for a few iron straps for reinforcements. The bellows needs some new leather, and I'll wager that the flawless hides of some of the boars near Bree will suffice. For the axe haft, I need something splendid to set them in. In the past, I've salvaged small gems and trinkets I've found from the boar hollow, so let's try it. Let's go to the boar hollow after we see about these iron scraps.
What is this world coming to?
He wants iron straps! I always need something. He is straining the cost of this project. We have no straps for our stores. Here, take this old iron pot. He can use some scraps from it. Alright. So let us try some of these boards and see if they have any of that. None there. He wants flawless hides. Why do they have to be flawless? I don't know. Hello. Nope. No. Not flawless enough, apparently. He wants them flawless. Well, there are a lot of boars down here, apparently. So let us see if one of these has a flawless hide. And he's rather scarred. I don't think this is likely to be flawless. Collected flawless boar hide. Don't ask me why a scarred boar has a flawless hide. Alright, but we'll see. Hello. 2. And there we go, all the flawless hides we need. Now that that's dealt with, let's see if there's any trinkets here. Yeah, there's one right there. Good. One down. Here's another pile. Here's another pile. Thank you. Oh, wait. Oh! Hello! What, you're volunteering for the flawless hide department? Sorry, I have enough. And the... Oh, you really want to die, don't you? really, really, really want to die. There you go. Now let me search this debris. Thank you. Trinkets. That should be plenty. Number of trinkets. Alright, so now we have trinkets. We have a pot that can be turned into straps. We have flawless hides. Well, flawless except for some scars that are all over the board. The logic of this MMO sometimes. Where do you get flawless scars from? Scarred boards.
What do you need?
Oh, good, you return. Here, yes, give me these things. While you're away, something terrible has happened. Please, I need your help.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Alright. Oh, well. Oh, it's terrible. Blake, the brigand captain who wanted the sword, came and told me that he knew Nate was dead and he knew I had something to do with it. I tried to tell him I didn't, and that there was been another sword for him soon, but he wouldn't listen. He said he'd taken my daughter, Mirabelle. If I don't give him another sword and soon, he'd kill her. You must save her. Please, get the sword back from LOTRO, then go to Blake's camp. There's in Breedfields up north. Yes, it's the same place I'm going to already. Right, so therefore we head off to LOTRO and we get freshly worked armor for that, which is always nice. So now first we need to get the sword. Then we'll be able to go to the brigand's tent, get some stolen goods. So quite a number of quests all lead into the same direction. And we've hit level 17, which means that ADSO will have a few things for us also.
It is an insult.
Those accursed brigands took this away's daughter? This is bad. The sword isn't ready yet, and I know those types of fellows. They won't take no for an answer. They'll kill that girl. You'll have a mount to rescue and Kenton's daughter. Hurry now, and gather friends. I fear you'll need them to face Blake. Actually, right now they list this as, let's see, a blade for a life. They list this as, no, not that one, blade for a life, as a small fellowship quest. Well, I'll tell you. Look, where's this forge? How's he making this sword if he's standing there? I don't know. But anyway, it's listed as a small fellowship quest, and probably deserves that name. While actually, I think if you're really, really squishy, maybe. But these days, I think most character classes might be tough enough that their own level. Actually, it's listed as a level 15 quest. That's the reason why it feels so easy, because I never go up there until I'm level 17, until I've done the stuff for ADSO. I'm level 17 by that time. And yeah. And therefore, level 17, small fellowship quest, and it's a light small fellowship quest. Actually, I think they really label it as a small fellowship quest because you have to go into this brigand camp that's 2 levels above you. But of course, if you are 2 levels above, so I can justify it being a level 15 small fellowship quest. But if you're level 17, it is definitely soloable. At least it is by Beorning. It is definitely by a warden. I don't think I've tried it recently with other classes to see how well they can do it. But here I am at ADSO. And next episode I'll start on a few quests with ADSO. Maybe while I'm up there I'll take care of Brigand's Watch and be able to get this sword back. But that's all in our next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Beorning.